Sorry, my nose is itching. We hope y'all are doing good. We're doing as good as we can. I don't like the light in my glasses. Oh, okay. Something happened today at my doctor's appointment that I want to talk to you about. The appointment was just for my thyroid checkup. I have to go every 3 months for that to get checked. And it had me really thinking, and I was to switch my doctors, even though I really don't want to. I'm gonna have to. It got me to thinking about things to say, not to say, to somebody who is grieving. Whether you're a grieving parent, grieving over a spouse, a child grieving over their parent or sibling, anybody that's grieving that has lost a loved one, no matter how they lost a loved one. One of the main things that I want people to really think about before you say this to somebody who's grieving is, I guess God said it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I got told that today. Don't say that to somebody. Don't ever say, well, I guess it wasn't in God's plan. We don't know God's plans for us. We don't. We can sit here and make assumptions of what God has plans for us, but we don't know what God's plans are for us. Never say that to anybody that's going through grief. And then it got me thinking of some more stuff that I've heard that has been said to others that's going through grief. And one is, why are you smiling for? Keep me small? Our loved ones don't want us to be sad forever. Even though we are sad. And we will have our sad moments. Us as a family, believes that Olivia does not want us to be sad all the time. We believe that she is with us, seeing us smiling. Like yesterday, me and Addison was playing with a water sprinkler we've got. It's big. It's probably about as big as me, as tall as me. Unicorn water sprinkler. Well, me and her was playing with it, and there was a butterfly. Was flittering around a little bit too. At first, Addison was, she didn't, when she first seen it, I think she seen it just out of the corner of her eye, and it kind of scared her a little bit. I told her, I said, it's a butterfly. I said, well, that might be Olivia playing with us in the water sprinkler too. She liked that idea. And it could possibly be it. Our loved ones gives us signs every day that they're still with us, whether it's in our hearts, just us thinking about, And it's God showing us that He's with us too. So never ask somebody why they're smiling and why they're still grieving. Because we have moments that we want a smiling helps. Another one is, why are you still crying? We have our sad moments too. Like Saturday night, I had my sad moment Saturday night. I cried Saturday night before going to sleep. In a way, I kind of feel like crying now, but I'm trying not to because I'm making this video. And I'm sure there's going to be still years later, where I'm going to just sit and cry because, I miss Olivia. We miss her every single day. Addison cried a little bit yesterday at dinner because she missed Olivia. So yes, we do have our moments where we just want to cry. Crying helps. One thing too, and this one here is kind of it's going to go into the. I personally, nobody hasn't told us this yet. No, they'll never tell us this after watching this video. But I have seen where there's been others that's been said to this, that's grieving over a spouse, that lost a spouse. And I've seen where they lost a mother and stuff like it. You know, they've been told this. Even if it's been like a month later, 2 months, a year later, or whatever, you know. I can't remember how, you know. But this, why don't you move on already? You do not have a place to tell somebody when they need to move on from their grief. Grief is a forever thing. It's one thing you will never move on. And I hope and pray to God that you will never have to experience the loss of a child, especially the loss of a child, loss of a spouse, you know. I mean, there's going to come a time that everybody in this world has experienced loss of some kind. And it's no one's place to tell anybody when they need to move on from that loss. Like, this is not really my story to say. Oh, and this one, it goes into this story, really. It goes with this story. This is one thing, another thing that I've heard, I've seen somebody say to a relative of mine who lost a spouse. It's been years ago. They was told this probably maybe about like a year later. Why are you already out here dating around? Shouldn't you be out here grieving your husband? Why are you talking bad about your husband? He's dead. We don't want to do that. First of all, the relative did not talk bad about their husband. I know things about that husband that, and if you're a relative of mine, you know who I'm talking about most likely. I know things about this relative's husband, dead husband, I should say, that people probably wouldn't believe me if I said it. And I stuck up for this person because the thing of it is, you don't have the right to tell somebody when they need to move on, neither. Not, it goes in. You don't have the right to tell somebody to move on, and you don't have the right to tell somebody not to move on, from grief. You don't. Nobody, even like right down to me, I don't have the right to tell somebody, But this relative, she lost her husband, I want to say 2012. And I think it was maybe about 6 months later when she started, not really dating or nothing like that. She just started hanging around more with her friends and stuff like that. And then she met this one dude, started dating him, and he got involved with her kids, and her kids liked him up to a point, I should say. But like I said, this is not really my story to share. I'm just giving, But some of her husband's family told her that they didn't have a right, that her kids was replacing their daddy. Her kids was not replacing their dad. They have never tried to replace their dad. And that she was replacing her husband. Well, first of all, she was a single, she got remarried since then. But she was a single mother, a single woman, in her 40s. Well, she might have been close to her 40s at this time. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, she was close to her 40s this time. She wasn't quite 40, but she was getting there. So, but you know, nobody didn't have the right to tell her that. And I let in on, yeah, I'm sorry. And if you got somebody telling you this, you just come let me know, and I will let in on them, because they don't. Nobody has the right to tell you when you can start dating or anything like that. Mm-mm. This one kind of goes into with all this. This is like with if you lost a child, and I got asked this today too at the doctor's appointment. Are you going to try again? Or you can try again. They didn't say it that way, but that's how they say it. It's kind of like that. You gonna try again, or something, First of all, it's no one's place whether or not if me and Mike's gonna try again, or if like anybody else has went through what we're going through, or lost a child or whatever. It's nobody's place to tell them, well, you can try again, or are you gonna try again? Well, why don't you try again? Or you can have more kids, or don't say that to a grieving parent. Because first of all, it's none of your business. Second, it's insensitive and disrespectful. Yeah. When I was making this list for this video, I got to Googling some. And this is one I've seen where it said on there, it said, there's one, and it said on there, it says, stop talking about it. That's one thing it helps with grieving, is talking about it. I want you to talk about Olivia with me. Feel free to talk about her. It's fine. I want to talk about her. Yeah. And a doctor today, she was the one that was telling me she even said this to me too. She said, well, just talk about it. It will help. Ma'am, we already talk about her. Me, Mike, and Addison, we talk about Olivia all the time. Every day we talk about her. I don't need somebody to tell me how to grieve, how to process our feelings, or anything like that. You can share your story with me. That's fine. But don't tell me that the way we're doing it is wrong, or that we should be doing it this way, or whatever. Or don't be telling that to anybody. Because, like I said, it's not your place to tell somebody who's grieving how to grieve. And see, I've seen this one too online, where it said on there, it says, stay busy and don't think about it. No matter how much you stay busy, you're always thinking about it. Always thinking about that loss. You can be sitting reading a book, thinking about it. Watching TV, thinking about it. Cleaning, thinking about it. Mike's at work. He still thinks about Olivia while he's at work. No matter how much a grieving person stays busy, they're still thinking about it. So stop telling people what to do with grief. It's not your place to tell people what to do with grief. Here's what I feel like I need from people. What I feel like that has helped. I'm trying to get this come out right, and it might not be coming out right, and I'm sorry. This is what some people have said to me that has helped me personally. One is, can I give you a hug? Yes, give me a hug. Yeah. The day we left the hospital, the nurse who walked me out, out from my room down to the van. After I got up out of the wheelchair, she asked me. She said, "Can I give you a hug?" I said, "Yes." That helped a lot. It did. It helped. Getting hugs from Addison, getting hugs from Michael, it has helped a whole lot. That like even coming up and asking if we can talk about Olivia. That's fine. You can ask that, but don't tell me not to talk about her. Or ask, is there anything I can do? That, that's not, to me, that's not insensitive. I know there's some people who probably feel that that's insensitive, but it's not. And it's not, for me, it's not. Oh, sorry, I had crumbs on my shirt. Because sometimes you don't know what to do for people. Sometimes I don't know what I need right now. Maybe I just need you to sit with me. That might be what I need at that time, at a point in time. So, yeah. This is just some stuff that, that some stuff has been said to me, and some stuff I've heard from others or seen, told to others that's been going through grief. To me, I just feel like grief is forever. You'll never get over it. You'll have your days. You'll have your good days. You'll have your sad days. Yeah. And it's nobody's place to tell you to get over it, to stop talking about it, to move on, how to grieve. It's nobody's place to do that. And stop comparing grief. I've seen that too. Comparing grief, because everybody's grief is different. Every death is different. Yeah. It's just, of course, yeah. So yeah, I'll probably change my doctor. I kind of really don't want to, because in some ways she is a good doctor. But being told that God said it wasn't meant to be, she don't know what God wanted for us. I don't really know what. The only thing I really truly know that God wants from us is to live our best life, to follow His law, to keep Him in our hearts. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know if He wants us to go out here and make all kinds of money, or I don't know His plan for us. I don't. I just take it one day at a time. I try to be respectful and kind to others, because that's the way I was raised. I was also raised to treat others how you want to be treated. So, yes. We all need to be kind to each other. We do. So yeah. This is my video for the day on all this. I hope and pray that my video reaches you. To the ones that say these to people, don't say them. They're insensitive. They're disrespectful. They're not helpful at all. And to the ones that's going through grief, I pray for you. You pray for me. If you need to talk, I'm here. No matter what kind of grief it is, I'm here if you need to talk. If you want me to say their name, I'll say their name loud and proud. Like I say, Olivia Rose. She was a real person. She might not have had her breath on this earth. She might have took her breath in heaven. She was a part of me and Mike and Addison. I know what you're saying. Addison is adopted. Yeah, she's adopted. But she was still part of Olivia too. Yeah, she's still Olivia's big sister. So yeah, I'm here for you if you need to talk. Even if it's just over a computer screen, we'll talk. Tip, tap, 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 tap. And so, but please, everybody, be kind to everybody. That's what we need in this world is kindness. Yes, we need more kindness. So I will try to update you all again sometime this week on the weight loss. Yeah, I'll try to update that later this week. And I was going to get her to do a book reading last week, and I didn't get her to do that. But I will try to get her to do that this week, but it's kind of like a semi-kind of busy week. Like I had my appointment today. I'm supposed to have my the scan on my eye tomorrow, but the doctor called and rescheduled that, so that's not until July the 1st. But she has her occupational therapy on Wednesdays, and she's got her appointment with her counselor on Thursday. So yeah, it's kind of like a busy week this week, so I will try to get her to do another book reading, and I'll try to do a book reading for you. Yeah. Just keep a watch out for that, and like I said, if you just need to talk, shoot me a message on Facebook, Seats Family. Yeah, and if you have questions, just ask, comment in the comments, Facebook us. Be kind out there. Bye.